Welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We're back. It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy.
And it's your girl Queen B.
What's up? That sounded so enthusiastic, B. Like,
Sorry.
we were just having a full conversation about how B's giving up caffeine, and if you all notice throughout the episode, it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be good times.
Physically, I am in Aaron's dining room. Mentally, I'm deceased.
Rip.
Yeah.
I remember you as you were.
Rip.
Kind of weird. A lot of crickets.
But it's really on brand today for the topic.
True.
So.
We are back again with another spooky episode for October. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're Required Taste Podcast. We do a lot of history stuff. And we do a lot of other stuff too. We're mainly history, and then some other shenanigans occur, especially if there's something going on for the month. We'll usually kind of tailor to like a month or a holiday or something like that, or we'll just get bored and do some random stuff.
We do what we want.
Yeah.
We or what people suggest.
Yeah, or what you want.
Yeah, or what you guys want, because
we just want to make you happy.
I mean, for real. Keep those suggestions coming though. They've been great. So
history, mystery, conspiracy, fucking pop culture, all that shit. It's nice.
Yeah, we do cover a little bit of everything. So if you're new, welcome. If you're old, what's happening?
What's
going on? We missed you guys.
And we usually do a little bit of banter in front of the show. So if you don't like banter, you probably fucking roll your toilet paper under instead of over. You fucking loser.
I've still I've just never understood the concept of that. Like, my roommate does that. I'm like, dude, I fix it every time.
It happens at work sometimes.
He doesn't switch it back because he knows better.
So the only valid reason I've ever heard for someone doing that is if they had a cat that would go and they would on the toilet paper roll, But other than that, if that's not your situation, then just fucking grow up. Be an adult.
Be an adult. I feel like we've talked about the toilet paper issue on this podcast.
Yeah, it was like one of the first
several
questions
times.
I asked. Yeah, it was one of the first questions I asked.
I think it was actually, yeah, because the person I was seeing at the time rolled hers under.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I should have known then.
Red flag.
Obviously. I should have known then it wasn't going to work out.
So we'll see you in about 10 minutes, you fucking underrollers.
Yep.
Yeah, get out of here.
So what's our question for today, man?
So I had a good question last week, and I was like, I'm not going to ask it this week. I'm going to save it for the last episode because, of course, we had 5 Tuesdays, so we were able to do 5 episodes. This one a little bit more pertains to what we're talking about today. It just had me wondering. So it's kind of a 2-part question. So number 1, would you rather be buried or cremated? And then let's say another option would be like an outrageous way to go out. Like you could do whatever you want with your body after that. Like anything. Like what would you do?
I want to be a tree.
Okay.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like where you're now. So, would you like the full body and the base of the tree? Is that what the thing is? Like we're get planted. Okay.
Well, okay. So
haunted forest.
Yes. I want me and all my friends to be buried under some trees, and then we can all be a haunted forest together.
I mean, if that is how energy works, that'd be pretty fun.
They walk in the forest. They're like, man, I just feel really like depressed all of a sudden.
You're welcome.
And then we're all like, what's up, motherfucker?
Right, it's just a forest of just dead millennials. Like, student loans.
Housing crisis.
Oh, fuck.
The financial collapse of 2008.
The job market.
That's like more terrifying than the suicide forest.
Yeah, the suicide forest is where you go to commit suicide. Our forest is where you go when you're perfectly fine, and then you end up wanting to kill yourself.
You just leave with no hope.
Yeah.
You'll never be a homeowner.
I got your toes early this episode.
Yeah, man. You're every day.
I'm gonna go spread leg, and you stay in the middle.
This is how I always. It's fine. I'm over here. I'm over here now.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Just in case.
Goodness, man.
They're interlocking toes for anyone who wants
every
to know.
episode. Every time. Oh man! All right, so back to your question at hand. I'm gonna say cremated. Personally, it's just cheaper that way.
You want to sit on someone's mantle?
Honestly, just yeet my ashes in the ocean or something. I really don't give a shit. I don't need them.
Where would you want your ashes spread?
I don't really care. Throw them in the garbage. I really don't care.
Throw them with the grill ashes.
Turn you into seasoning.
I mean, the thing is, I don't need it anymore. I'm not using it, so
yeah, I would turn you into seasoning and call it Tech Daddy.
That's hilarious. It'd be so dry.
It's a dry rub.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it would be. I mean, if I wanted anything elaborate done, it'd probably be like the Viking burial where you put me on like a long ship and light it on fire.
That would be cool.
The thing is, though, I don't have any woman that would love me enough to want to die with me, so that part would be kind of sad. But because the whole Viking funeral thing, people are like, oh, you just light a ship on fire. There's actually more to that actually, where you have usually either a concubine, slave. One of his wives, somebody would normally essentially want to go to the afterlife with him, and the rumor was like, okay, he's dead, you die, and then are lit or cremated with him, and in the afterlife you are.
So wait, are you killed? Is the woman killed first and then put on the boat, or does she burn alive?
She is killed first and then put on the boat.
Damn.
But usually they get real drunk first. So homeboy's already dead. She gets not only drunk but then drugged and then killed.
I hope if I'm ever killed, I'm really, really high or drunk or something.
I hope it's at least a Monday before 8:00. Because I'm not trying to go to fucking work and then die afterwards. That'd be fucking shitty. I was just
thinking about that not that long ago. You die if you're on your way home from work, and it's what the fuck?
Oh, dude, I'd be pissed.
That's the worst. Yeah. That would be the worst.
So pissed.
Yeah, no way.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
No way.
Anyway, what about you, DJ?
The cost of living. I'm sorry. This is more of this haunted forest.
You'll never retire.
I would have put that in the t-shirt idea file.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The stock exchange is failing.
Millennial Ghosts. The Millennial Ghost Force.
You can't afford children.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
No one wants to have kids with you with your mental health disorders anyway.
The cost of therapy.
Okay, you know what? It's just getting a little too real.
Oh, God.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, Deej, what you got?
my reasonable one would be the same as Brandy with the tree, because then if I flourish, y'all can probably smoke me at some kind of aspect.
Yeah.
Pick a little piece off of me and just, and it's not weird. It's not like you're smoking my finger or nothing,
Well, yeah, no, it just be
cut you down and turn you into a desk or something.
Yeah, you can turn me into whatever you want.
Perfect. I'll turn you into one of those ventriloquist dummies.
I'll be the best goddamn ventriloquist dummy you ever had.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's it. I mean, I know it's a played out joke, but just turn me into a walnut tree so somebody can eat my nuts for the last time.
But see, if I were to go out, if it was legal, I could do whatever I want, I would probably make you, Greg, Gio, Chaz, Montanez, just a couple close homies, take me for a weekend at Bernie's type thing.
Oh, I wouldn't a heartbeat.
You could play pranks. You could throw me in front of a car in the middle of the street and be like, "Oh no, look what you did!" Or
right, attach your corpse to a zip line and just fucking.
You could rob a bank, with my body in front of you, just
way.
And it's all a joke,
Use you as a human shield against the SWAT team.
Yeah. As long as you bring me back with my face intact.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
And then, yeah.
The whole weekend at Bernie's thing isn't rigor mortis that would make that whole scenario not realistic, right?
Oh,
You know what? You could fucking, I know a guy sells some embalming fluid,
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some ways around it.
Yeah. Did you embalm first?
But it's a process.
Yeah, we know a guy.
It'd be a process.
Right.
It would indeed be a process.
Yeah, because then you guys wouldn't want him to start stinking, right?
Well, we take the organs out first.
Yeah.
Make them lighter. I'm not trying to carry that around everywhere.
Some newspaper in there.
I was going to say some hay, but okay.
You just one side is tied to you and the other side to Greg, and you guys are my arms and legs.
No one would even notice because your eyes are closed most of the time.
So
anyway.
I mean, as long as you can get away with it, take me to parties, take me out, do whatever. We'll go to the baseball game,
People are like, is DJ okay? And they're like, yeah, he had a rough off night.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, consider especially like how you are around people you don't really know. You don't really say much anyway, so it'd be perfect. Get away with it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about how much I don't like you. That's not true for the most part.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good times. But yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. The haunted millennial forest, though, we gotta hold on that one.
Yeah,
that's genius.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
How would you want to die though, if you could die any way? Like peacefully in your sleep, probably.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. Sure. Or violently, like really, really violently, like making the news violently,
saving orphans from a burning building.
If I could go out like the end of Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, the first Red Dead Redemption,
yeah. If I could go out like that, that'd be tight. When I know I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna pop about 6 or 7 of you motherfuckers.
You're taking someone with you.
Yeah, honestly,
I miss
don't.
Every shot.
Yeah, I really never gave thought to the how. I know I don't want to I don't want to drown. That's the one thing I don't want to happen is drowning.
That would suck.
Yeah, that's my
I
least
would not
favorite.
want to be burned alive.
That's my second least favorite.
Yeah.
I don't want none of the elements to kill me.
No.
Maybe a tornado.
Or buried alive. Ooh, damn. Earth.
Yeah.
So yeah, literally the main elements.
Pass, hard pass.
Well, literally just avatars like,
yeah.
This bitch can't be happy with nothing. Yeah. That's the least favorites would be. That's the least of the greatest hits.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess probably in my sleep. But the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to live that long. So
how do you think you're going to die?
Man, look,
if you had to guess.
Probably being black on a Tuesday. Again. God, you guys should have saw that coming. I don't know why you even asked. That's why I hesitated to answer. My answer's gonna be this.
The back of Whoopi Goldberg's neck. God damn.
DJ, how are you gonna die?
I've actually I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be a car accident.
You think so?
I've had some weird situations where people have called me. Like my brother called me once because he had a dream I was in a car accident.
Oh fuck.
My mom, same situation.
No.
And then one of my close friends when I was younger had a dream. And he was living in Oklahoma.
I'd be I'm never getting in a fucking car again.
Yeah, so I picked the shittiest fucking car possible.
Really amp up your chances there.
Do your worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to say I don't believe in shit like that, but I don't put much thought into it.
I do.
So even having situations like that, I'm like,
Yeah, I've almost died a lot. Way more than I should have for having a desk job. But I really don't think about it much, though. I've been on fire more times than I should
You did mention that.
Yeah. Between that, the various car accidents, other various accidents that just happen in life, I'm just over here on borrowed time, apparently. I really don't give too much thought to it, though. I mean, whatever. Kind of just, if it happens, it happens. If not, I guess I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Pretty sure it's going to be kidney disease for me or some shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's very specific.
Well, it runs in my family.
Oh, well, there's that.
Or some sort of a heart disease or, something genetic.
It's just sad, really.
Cancer, maybe.
Yeah, I've always just kind of guessed the big C. Because it's not a question of if, but when for me, I feel like.
I feel like it's a when for everyone. If you live long enough, you're probably going to get cancer.
Well, this area that we live in, too, though, is
for
fucking...
real.
Oh, I mean, the half of the ground here is polluted, which nobody talks about, which is very weird to me. Mm-hmm. We're close to Flint problems with some of our soil, but not and nobody talks about it.
Yeah, heavily industrial. Well,
yeah, look at East Chicago. Most of that area is fucked for their water and all that shit. It's not good.
We have entire towns where you just cross over a bridge and the whole town smells like asshole.
Oh, you're talking about Whiting?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we have the third largest oil refinery in America, right there,
and some of the biggest steel mills in the country too, right next to it.
Yeah, all in the same corner.
Yeah,
of Indiana.
Well, this is just fucking depressing.
Anyways,
sorry, listeners. I got a little weird there.
Yeah.
Just rewind back to where we're talking about a haunted forest of millennial tree.
Renters insurance.
Mine's $25 a month. It's not that bad.
That's good.
That's bundled with my home and auto. Anyways, I wish I was joking. I'm really fucking not. I've come to that point in my life.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, no, I didn't say by who. Y'all can guess though, but you know what was fucked up. Speaking about insurance, when I moved to Griffith from Hammond, my insurance went up.
Really?
Yes.
Well, okay, wait. I guess that makes sense.
Love my city.
That makes sense.
The fuck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That definitely makes sense.
I mean, I guess I don't go to poor neighborhoods to rob people, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ain't no point robbing your neighbors. You know what they got. Same shit you got.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Ain't shit.
Not shit. And that's the lesson I learned in Gary.
That's I've said this before, but if anyone ever tries to like break into my house and rob me, they're gonna be really disappointed.
They're probably trying to give you something.
They're gonna see my house and be like, "Ooh, girl."
You need some groceries? Let's go to the store real quick.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe.
Like, here's my food stamp card. Just go nuts.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, in the getting back to the topic at hand, though, which we haven't discussed yet, anyways. Like I mentioned earlier, we're doing some spooky October stuff. Still, I think DJ, this was your suggestion, isn't it? Perfect, because I didn't research this at all. DJ,
we're just here for the vibes.
I'm just here because I live here.
That's okay, because I think I would rather have your just unfiltered reactions to some of this.
Fantastic.
So
I'm excited. You said something about corpse wax, and I was like,
huh? I was like, that's a sweet band name right there.
Actually, it kind of is. But a smooth jazz band.
A smooth jazz band.
Make it make no sense.
Something your dad listens to.
My dad listens to Motown. Thankfully, he has taste. Man of culture.
Oh fuck.
And blackness. But no, it's yeah, I was definitely on vacation reading that. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, go back to what I was doing.
Yeah, so I picked to talk about the catacombs of Paris. What do you guys know about the catacombs in Paris?
I know that they exist.
I know that they're underground.
Yep. And
there's a bunch of bones.
Yeah, there's some skeletons and stuff. And
skulls. And
indeed, these are all very true.
Probably cold.
Is it part of their water? Was it part of their ancient water system?
It was not.
Oh, then I don't know.
It was not. Yeah. So all those things are true. The catacombs are over close to 200 miles of basically like Swiss cheese, like fucking tunnels. Some of them are manholes that go all the way up to the ground.
Manhole.
Oh yeah, we also figured out earlier that the term manhole is ridiculous. Thanks, B.
Give it a fucking, give it a thing.
Which thing?
The drum beat. Give it.
There it is.
It's a huge system of underground caves, but they wasn't started off as caves. These were originally mines. So when Paris was originally being built, it was made from the resources that were on Paris, which was Lutetian limestone, or you can call it Paris stone. Either one. You know, every major city back then did that. Rome had their own materials that they made that was in the area. Paris, well, besides fucking Egypt, apparently. Because they do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, they're on some next level shit.
They actually found out where all those rocks came from and how they got there, by the way.
Can we do Egypt? Like, soon?
We should do that, actually. I know I can cover that. And
yeah, we definitely got it.
It's going to be a good one. There's a lot, though. Yeah. Like, Egypt has so many kings and
break it out into
queens. There's a lot to it. I mean, I can give a brief overview on it one day, but it's a lot. There was a lot of rulers.
We have to pick, like, one type of...
Yeah, like one time frame. Because, I mean, there's so much. Like, there's early Egypt, their prime, when they collapsed. Thanks, Rome.
So, yeah, Paris is built basically on Lutetian limestone. It's like this white fucking stone. I've never been to Paris, but if you look at the pictures, it's just a bunch of beautiful fucking architecture. A lot of it is white because of that. So, Paris, being fucking Paris, eventually abused this, and they just kept digging up limestone. Paris became bigger of a city. More people were moving in, so they just kept digging deeper and deeper and deeper. And every time they dug, the ground just got weaker and weaker. Till the point where there was like started to be, what do you call it?
Sinkholes.
Sinkholes, yeah. It's just started caving in.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sinkholes are terrifying, man.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Like
there was the largest one was actually reported to be a mile-long hole that fucking broke under into the catacombs.
Damn.
Well, it wasn't named the catacombs then. It was at this point, it's still just the mines. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, they were having a bunch of problems with this, especially when it would rain. If it rained a lot, it caused more problems. Shit was sinking in. So, eventually, they declared the catacombs, like, abandoned. They were like, we can't do this shit anymore. But they never really did anything to fix that. You know, Paris was just like, it's okay. We fix later. And but they were still making a lot of money building houses, you know, and they had this kind of like thing back then where people could just kind of get your own stone and make your own fucking house, you know.
Okay.
DIY a house.
So they had like a lot of really strict rules on like how you could build a house, but they had no fucking rules on the land you built on. Like there was no fucking protocol. And another interesting fact about Paris, which is still true to this day, if you buy property in Paris, you actually own the property that goes all the way down into the catacombs. So if there is a cave-in, it's all your responsibility. It's all your land.
Oh, damn.
But that also seems like I can do what the hell I want to with that part of the catacombs too, doesn't it?
That is true.
So you could like block it off from the whole rest of the catacombs.
Yeah, I could wall off part of the catacombs for myself and make a really, really weird lounge.
Build a club down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, dude, like that'd be like that gives me like really heavy like Blade vibes right there. Like even like Blades are like Underworld.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Because apparently vampires and werewolves are only British or European. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just noticed that about movies. Anyways, but yeah, like I would definitely do that shit. Like I have a club in my basement, but it's my basement's basement. Basement's
basement is lined with bones.
Right. Are you jealous? Should be.
God. So yeah, they declared these mines to be abandoned. They were having all these fucking problems, still building houses. They didn't really give a shit. So you go on through fucking history. They started building a lot of cemeteries, you know, and I forgot them. I should have got the name of the main cemetery. It's actually in the game Assassin's Creed. I know.
Oh, was it in Unity? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was
the one that
Unity.
I never played.
Yeah, there's like
and not because it was French. It's because it was broken.
Sure.
The game was one of the most broken games to ever release in the history of ever.
Is it because it was French?
Probably. I mean, the company itself is from France, so. There's that. Actually, that's fucked up because Ubisoft is a French company that made all the Assassin's Creed games, and the one they made about the history of their own country was broken.
Oh God,
that's funny.
But funny story though about that. Just you know how what was it? Notre Dame that was on fire?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that was sad. That was really sad.
Yeah, barring my feelings of the French, that was that. Mm-hmm. But what's really cool about that game though is they put so much detail in the architecture of all the buildings that they actually were able to use renderings from the game to help rebuild the Notre Dame.
Oh, that's dope.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So they did do one good thing about the game.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the Disney movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Yeah.
So underrated. That is one of the most underrated Disney movies of all time.
I was a big fan.
Hellfire is like way beyond the song Hellfire. It's like way beyond the understanding of like a child. So like you go back and you watch it as an adult and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, one of those.
Were you able to find the name of the cemetery?
It's like the inner city something. I'll look for it. It's you might have to.
Le Cemetery.
Is it the Père Lachaise Cemetery? La Chance?
Ooh, I don't know if that's the one because there's a few cemeteries.
Either there or the Cemetery des Est.
Which is cemetery don't even try.
Because I don't give a shit.
I'll find it here. It's going to come.
Yeah, sure.
My notes when it gets.
I mean, I don't speak any French at all.
Well, I don't think any of us speak French.
But I don't. So I'm not going to give it an effort and make it sound worse than it already is. I'm going to Americanize the hell of it and keep it pushing.
Baguette.
A croissant.
Croissant de chocolat.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No French. What's up?
So yeah, we're gonna go to the 17th century right now. Mm-hmm. So the fucking mines are empty. They've kind of somewhat repaired some of the holes. You know, they basically started making cemeteries. At this time, a lot of people were dying, and the churches were making a lot of money on it. You know, and the French had a real fucked up way of burying people.
Okay.
So you got to think about back then. No embalming fluid. They had no way of preserving a body like that. Their way was a little fucked up. They would basically bury a body, let it decompose, dig up the bones, and then take the bones and put it in a separate burial plot, and then they would reuse the plot to bury another body. So this was their process that they did.
Nasty.
That seems a lot of extra steps.
It does. It seems like a lot of
like there's like an unnecessary step there for that. Like, why not leave the body where it's at in that original plot?
Imagine being the guy who had to like dig up the body every time.
There's not enough money in the world for that.
So, like,
because my thing is the smell. It's always about the smell. I'm a big smell person.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like, that's just...
Well, I'm going to get into that in a little bit. I got some weird fucking details about how bad this smell had got.
Fair enough. Carry on.
Some of the physical effects it actually had.
It's like a French guy, and he's like, honey, I found us a really great house in the countryside. It's really cheap. I got it for a great price. One thing, though.
Right. One caveat.
One little...
Which I believe is French. So, yeah.
just sign this first and I'll tell you all about it. Yeah. So, they had that. This was their process, and it did fucking smell. They had... Paris always had a problem with fucking smells, I think. I don't think there was ever a fucking time where Paris didn't smell.
I've heard Paris still smells.
Still smells, right.
In my fucking opinion, yeah. So, population grew, France was becoming more popular of a place. Like I said, this is during the 1700s, and then, 17th century going into the 1700s, and then into the 18th century, you had the French Revolution. And basically, they used to have this process. It was a real fucked up way because they were, burying so many bodies, and they were still having problems with cave-ins. They were having cemeteries that were now fucking caving in to the catacombs. Cool. And it was like basically like the water situation. Whenever it would rain was actually starting to wash up dead fucking bodies.
Oh.
Well, we've always had a problem with that. That's why we bury our dead so deep. Is because rain would lift up the casket and wash out a body.
So
like, oh hey grandma. Oh no.
Shit.
they eventually developed this process called mass grave rotation. Have you guys ever heard of that before?
No.
So what they would do, like I said, is opposed to, just burying the body, leaving it there. They would bury it, let it decompose, and then get it up. So they started doing mass burials because because the city was getting so fucking riddled with plagues and diseases from the bodies already washing up whenever it rained. A lot of dead people. French Revolution happened. A lot more fucking dead people. So they started doing this mass grave rotation, which is basically they would dig a big mass grave. They would take the bodies and cut them up into pieces. So they would basically cut the arms off, legs, leave the torso and the head.
Cut the French into pieces.
You earned that one.
Oh, shit.
No caffeine.
This is my brain on no caffeine.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on, please.
Oh, God. So, yeah, they would cut these bodies up. They would throw them into the grave because the burial plots were only going to contain the head and torso. They were going to cut the rest of the body parts up, let it decompose.
Bury me with my damn hands, please.
And why your hands specifically?
Just like in case there's like a worm on my face. Like my ghost can be like, or like if your nose itches, what are you going to do? Your ghost knows.
Carry on, DJ.
Oh, shit.
Eventually, when we start doing video, everybody's going to be able to see the look that I just give.
God damn it.
Because
it's
intense.
Now, they still had a thing where you would have to pay to get buried. So if you didn't have...
There should be a half off discount.
At this point, right? We're doing... This should be wholesale.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how many bodies they throw into one fucking,
We should, one of these days, we should talk about like the way that New Orleans buried people for a long time. How they would like stack bodies on top of each other and like this outdoor.
Oh, God, man.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's also still like people get in trouble for doing that now at cemeteries. So stack a body on top of another body.
Well, these were all like above ground.
Well, no. I know what you're talking about. I'm just like saying like people do that now to
like save money.
Well, not even save money. It's I'm talking about like funeral people, like but on like the
okay, yeah.
It happened like somebody got in trouble for that. What is it in like Maryville?
Oh shit!
The one that's on Cleveland. I think they got in trouble for it once.
Damn, that's my
was it
great
no, it was placed in the place in what's that town? Sorry, this is completely off topic, but they got in trouble for burying people on top of other people's burial plots.
The one in Hobart?
No, it was in Illinois. It was not Allsip. It was actually because of that. It is Alsip, that giant cemetery that's off the highway, off 177. Yeah. Yeah, they got in a lot of trouble for that.
Oh shit!
Wow. Yeah, like, wait a minute. Like, wait, my meat muscles were buried here. Who the fuck's this guy? Like, dig a little deeper. She's down there.
Damn. Mima, no.
Right, this strange man on top of you for all eternity. Yeah, because they were charging people full price and then just doubling up their space.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was very fucked up. Anyways, I'm sorry.
That's wild. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this mass grave rotation was also a little bit different because before they were, like I said, they cut up the bodies to only bury the torso and the head, and the remaining pieces they were going to burn.
Okay.
And this was their way of kind of stopping the smell.
burn them instead.
You know, because
it'll smell so much better.
Their thought process was like, if there's less body to wash up when it rains, probably won't smell as bad. So let's just cut off like a fucking, like we're cutting a bell pepper or some shit, and then just leave the head and torso, and we'll do the decomposition thing that way.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck, French people.
I told you, I was like, I think I'm gonna make you hate French people even more than you already do.
Because it doesn't even make sense. It's stupid.
It is very dumb. Yeah.
Like, do they not know how smoke works? Or fire, or it.
Now here's the thing. The main reason for doing this was because France at the time was a very Christian nation, and the church was making a lot of money because they were basically like, oh, like if you can't afford to do it, we'll bury the body for you at a minimum fucking low price. So they were still making money off the bodies, the tombstones being made, all that shit. So they were just like, kind of convincing people. Like,
and they were also probably selling, what was it called, where they sell people tickets into heaven?
Oh my God!
Oh, the pardons.
Yeah.
There was another name for it. But that was during the Crusades, so this is prior. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Well.
So they were trying to raise money for the for their Crusades, and they said if you buy this this pardon, you'll no matter what your sins are, you'll get into heaven.
Like if you die before you get last rites or whatever.
Yeah, but you have this whatever.
If your family buys this ticket, you'll get into heaven.
Yeah, there is another name for it. I forgot what it was called. It's been frozen. I learned that.
Let me look this up. DJ, keep going.
Yeah, DJ, keep going.
Okay, yeah, because this is only going to get significantly worse as I go on. So, because of the French Revolution, they did this process for about 3 or 4 years, and then the French Revolution happened, and they were like, we got to speed this shit up. We got a lot of dead fucking Peruvians. We got a lot of dead fucking French people. We need to speed this shit up. So they started doing this like a lot fucking faster, and they used to have a whole process when they did this. They would actually have like a priest come out and they would sing hallelujah,
do the whole thing.
Like a fucking a ceremony.
Latin, some incense.
It's called indulgences, by the way.
Indulgences.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
So they had a whole process of doing this, and they were like, so we should probably figure out a way to do this to not make everybody in France freak the fuck out, because they're doing this really fucking kind of fucked up thing, with these bodies. And eventually it got to the point where there's too many bodies. They're having problems. And now they're starting to have these floods where bodies are washing up into people's businesses.
Oh my God.
They're coming up from people's fucking houses.
Bodies.
Yeah, fucking appendages come up. Now, because they were doing this so much, they weren't giving the bodies time to decompose. The body needs oxygen. It needs time.
Well, yeah, it really just needs time.
Yeah. And because they were cramming so many fucking body parts in there and doing it faster than they were supposed to, letting the bodies decompose, the bodies, when they were recovering them, were basically turning into all fat, besides the bones. Everything, all the major tissue and everything had smolted into a fat.
Well, yeah, because don't you kind of melt before you decompose?
So kinda, yeah. But there's a bloating first.
Okay.
And then you decompose.
Now, this is some of the bodies like without the water too. Like this is just when they were digging.
Because your body has gases inside of it.
Oh, okay.
Like so, there's gases that are trapped inside of your body. That's why we fart and burp. Essentially, it helps release some of that gas. Well, all that pressure, it's like a whale. So like when a whale gets washed up on the beach and it starts expanding and it's going to eventually explode. Yeah, that's all that trapped gas that's trapped in there.
It's like when you have a bottle of kombucha and you forget about it on your counter, and then you go to open it like 3 weeks later.
Well, she's having a flashback.
is this happening? Like, is this a true story here?
Your eyes dilated.
Maybe.
Right.
So, what do you guys? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And by the way, I just want to add some clarity to that. It actually was the Burr Oak Cemetery, and also back in 2011, actually, they were stacking up to 8 deep into one plot.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was well, they got in trouble for that shit.
Wait, aren't you only supposed to go like 8 feet?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Anywho, they got in trouble.
Damn.
Moving on.
Yeah. So the combination of them making new mass graves, all the bodies washing up everything, they were like, we got to speed this process up. So they actually declared the catacombs to be like the new burial ground. They were like, look, we got all this fucking room. They're falling in there anyway.
Chuck them in the mines.
Like, we might as well chuck them in the mines, yeah. And so that's quite literally what they did. They would go at night, and they would go to these mass burial plots with a fucking wagon, and they'd have a priest,
Insert Latin.
and then they would dig up the bodies, put them in the wagon, and then chuck them into, like a wheelbarrow. Just dump them into the fucking mine, And this was kind of their plan,
This is so chaotic.
So like I said, they had the bodies that were turning into fat, What do you guys think they did with that fat?
They probably
oh no.
I mean, there's a lot of uses for fat. Did they make soap out of it?
Candles?
They made soap and candles.
Boom.
They made so much soap.
That was weak as hell.
I'm not left-handed.
There we go.
They made so much soap and candle. Like, so many people made money off this. It became like a luxury item to come to Paris and buy a candle made of the dead.
That's fucked, man.
Or soaps,
That's fucked.
Made out of nameless fucking dead people.
I feel like you would buy one, though.
My auntie smells of lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably smelled god awful.
It can't be good.
Jesus,
Oh my
imagine
God.
the smell.
Yeah, they didn't figure out the hygiene thing yet,
Ugh.
Like one of these fucking French cocksuckers was like, it smells delicious.
He was the guy who, when they had the issue of the like bodies washing up, he's like, cut them into pieces.
We always imagine that French people are just constantly smoking while making decisions.
We cut them like filet mignon.
The irony of this whole smell thing is the fact that you have like all these like really fancy perfume companies and shit coming from France. It's like, we think about like all these like fancy perfumes and colognes and shit.
Dead people.
Or dead toilets.
I'm glad you reminded me of the smells, because that's the next thing I want to get into here.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, so the people were actually reporting this is just all rumors, what people said. There's no like actual physical evidence, but people were saying that the smell was so bad that it was turning their wine into vinegar, discoloring their clothes and fabric, spoiling meat, and curdling milk.
Ew. Ew.
And King Louis XVI was the guy who declared them to, he was like, into the catacombs,
Get rid of these bodies.
Yeah. It smells like shit.
You said it was the 16th?
Now light one of those candles.
This is
King Louis the 16th?
Yeah, King Louis XVI. Okay. And this is 1780, by the way, that they had declared.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I was wondering what year we're talking about here.
Yeah, we're in 1780.
Okay. So, yeah, but King Louis was still alive. Because he definitely got. Like,
oh, yeah.
He definitely was killed.
Weren't all the French like nobility killed at some point?
Yeah, Yeah, this was
sometime or another. They were all killed.
He was the French. He was part of the French Revolutionary Revolution. Like, remember the whole guillotine thing? Yeah, he was that king.
Oh, okay.
Who also lost his head, and I'm pretty sure they put it on a stick and carried it through the streets.
Sounds French.
I will give the French one major piece of credit, and that if they're pissed off about something, they do something about it. They
know how to revolt.
They will fucking revolt in a heartbeat.
Vive
they just had one. Like, they just had one like last year. I forgot what it was.
Yeah. No, it was the retirement age. They were the government was trying to raise the retirement age, and they were like, "Fuck you."
I mean,
I will retire when I goddamn want to.
Catch me if you can.
And you know what? He's right.
And we're over here retiring at like 75.
You're right.
Oh God.
They had a revolution about speed cameras once.
Good for them, man.
Yeah, they were pissed.
Good for them.
I get it.
We don't revolt about shit around here.
Well,
we're too tired.
One, we are overworked.
Yeah.
This is true. We are very tired.
We're too poor and tired to revolt.
God
yeah, I mean,
we can't afford picket signs.
Also, that name of the cemetery I was thinking of was the Saints Innocents Cemetery.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one.
Right on.
Yeah, so they started making the catacombs into literally fucking everything. I mean, they were dumping bones in there. Eventually, they started building actual monasteries. Monks went down there and made wineries, breweries. There was 17 cemeteries, a bunch of different places of worship. They were doing all kinds of shit down there. People were just kind of like free for all because the catacombs stretch around or over 200 miles. It's a lot.
Wow.
A lot of fucking tunnel to go down. You know, there is right now, who knows the actual number? We're talking 6 million remains of bodies in the catacombs.
Damn.
Currently, as it is today. That's a lot of fucking bodies.
Yeah, it is.
So, you guys, you've probably seen pictures of the catacombs. The bones aren't just thrown in there.
Yeah.
They're stacked quite nicely into like different
neatly.
Structures. Yeah, there's so many different.
They're like building things out of the bones.
Yeah, quite literally. They have little monuments, statues, all types of signs, little.
That is the gnarliest shit.
Yeah, and they're all human bodies. And so this was for a particular reason, you know, because at first it's just basically a burial ground, you know, and then Napoleon.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the tiny conqueror.
Indeed. So you guys heard of the Napoleon complex?
Yeah, wasn't he like really not that short?
He was average height of that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's still short.
Was it like propaganda or something?
Well, it's because as everybody knows, history is written by the victor. Yeah. And after he was deposed, if you will, history wanted to embarrass him as much as it possibly could.
So they like started a rumor.
That he was short as fuck, yeah.
Did you guys hear how short Napoleon was?
That he was short.
Like super short.
That his...
like a really tiny dick, too.
That part. That his wife was constantly cheating on him. That his wife never slept with him either. So, like, not only did she sleep with everybody else, she fucked everybody else except for him.
So, like, is that true or is that just part of the rumors?
No, that part's true, I'm pretty sure.
He was a cuck.
Yeah, he was definitely a cuck, which is why he conquered so much. I mean, it's like, well,
I mean, like, have you like? I've seen pictures of him. Maybe he was just like secretly into dudes.
No,
because he looked
because he cheated on her too.
He wore some real fancy shoes.
Everybody was probably gay back then.
Yeah,
a little,
just a little,
little touch.
A whole lot of gay sex going on.
Yeah, so according to the internet, Napoleon was 5'6", so. He was of average height at the time.
Like
I'm 5'7".
That's why I looked at you when she said it. I'm like, because I knew it was something around it. I just want to make sure I was right.
Yeah,
I knew it was somewhere around that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Napoleon was getting embarrassed a lot. I mean, he also didn't come from shit. He wasn't from a wealthy family. He was incredibly intelligent, but he didn't have the money to back him in a military way, so he couldn't like rise the ranks that way. So he did it a little bit differently. But his soldiers loved him, so he abandoned them in fucking Egypt. But
more about that on our Napoleon.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that Napoleon episode. But there's a lot.
There's a lot. So Napoleon was basically, if you've heard of the term the Napoleon complex, this is kind of where this comes from because Napoleon loved to make like these huge fucking monuments and statues to himself. You know. He loved to have things made, these beautiful structures, fountains, you name it, you know. But he would like look at other places like Rome or something because they were doing things like that. And they had these, Greece, they had these beautiful structures and colosseums. And fucking Napoleon was like, I want a statue of me. And, you know, that's what he did. So he
Kim Jong-un energy.
yeah, quite literally. But so he basically got the idea to turn the catacombs into a tourist destination to allow people to enter the catacombs for a price because Rome was doing it. Rome had catacombs that was basically like they started making money off it. They had built like statues down there, cool things, shit like that. I don't think they were doing the human bone thing.
I was gonna say, was there bones in the?
I actually didn't look up
the
pictures.
Bone in the Rome catacomb.
God damn it.
I don't think so because wasn't Rome's catacombs just for the Pope and shit?
It was for like a lot of religious purposes.
But religious people.
Yeah,
right.
And they allowed people to go in there for money. So Napoleon was like, I want to fucking do that. So that's what he did. And he actually had hired this artist to Nicholas. This is a tough one.
You got this.
Nicholas Fouquet.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Fuck
It's
it.
Fouquet.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Nikki, fuck it.
Yeah, so he was the superintendent of finance, basically, at this point in time, and he was basically assigned to go down there and make these sculptures with the skeletons. You know,
Wow.
So if you ever look at pictures, there's almost like these barrel-like walls with stone scriptures in the middle of it, all types of stuff. He actually died in the catacombs while he was working on those skulls, because these skulls are like. The ones that are available to tourists are polished. They're fucking clean. So, like, he spent time.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of fucking years going over this and just making it what it was. And he actually died because the catacombs are still caving in.
Oh, shit.
They never stopped. You know, Paris, nobody ever addressed this problem. You know?
Like, to this day, or what?
To this day, I don't think there's as many. I'm pretty sure they probably, figured something out. Because you can still go in the catacombs, but they have it very restricted.
Okay.
They have so many places in the catacombs they don't allow you to go because it's underwater.
Yeah.
Parts are caved in. Spots cave in still till this day. And like basically you could go somewhere and the way you came in could just be destroyed. And you could just be fucking lost forever,
Yeah.
So it's only about 1.5 to 2 miles that is available for tourists that you can actually
like
visit.
Like that guy in the video.
Oh, yeah, that creepy fucking shit right there, So, yeah, Napoleon had them make this structure what it is now, and people still use it. Like I said, there was fucking wineries in there, breweries down
so
there.
So weird.
Still to this day, a lot of fucking crazy shit that goes down there.
There's like a hipster cafe.
Well, pretty close.
I believe that. I would 100% believe that.
Pretty close.
Someone goes down in the catacombs, like, here's our Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, we got some pretty cool little Reddit stories.
We love dead people, 44.
Now, these catacombs, like I said, are like, it's like a Swiss cheese thing. So if you ever watch videos, there's tons of videos you can find online. It's just tunnels. Some of them are lit up or have nice available for people to walk through. Most of it is just literally all dark tunnels, spaces you got to crawl into, little caves, areas where there may be flooded. You might have to go through water, bones everywhere. And if you go to these parts of the tunnels that you're not supposed to go to, that's when you're going to see the bones that aren't clean, that aren't stacked. You're basically walking, crawling, and almost swimming through the dead of a couple hundred years of fucking.
Oh God!
Just yes. Also, the term I forgot to mention, the fat that I talked about.
Yeah.
That's also called corpse wax.
Oh, that's the corpse wax. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. That's the corpse wax.
Corpse wax. They're gonna be at, Joe's bar this weekend. Standing room only.
And at the Hobart Art Studio.
I don't know why, but I thought like if this was still like if we had like this shit going on like now, they would sell corpse wax at like fucking Whole Foods.
They certainly would.
Oh God. Yeah,
100% organic.
Literally.
They would sell it at like head shops and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be like at Bed Bath & Beyond or some shit.
I could probably buy a skull at a head shop though. Like I could probably like smoke up, like make a bong out of a skull and smoke out of it.
Like bongs out of real human skulls.
That's metal as fuck.
And that's kind of what we're getting into next because
that's in the gift shop in the catacombs.
So now we've gone over how the catacombs became there, why they're there, why the fucking skulls are there, all that shit. Now we can talk about what happens there now. So I went to the website. You can buy a ticket.
Is there a gift shop? There's got to be a gift shop.
I feel like there has to be a gift shop.
Certain there's a gift shop.
Probably photos, groups.
They like filter you through the catacombs, and at the very end, you come out into the gift shop.
Everything's in French on this website. So,
there should be a well, no, that's Apple.
Oh yeah, gifts and bookshop.
There you go.
You knew it.
Oh, French capitalism. You gotta fucking love it.
So,
by the way, I just wanted to ask, like, so this corpse issue, like, so we're talking about like just an assload of corpses everywhere. Mm-hmm. This is during King Louis's reign.
Yeah. King Louis the 15th and 16th.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is hilarious. Because I'm just thinking about like.
Oh my God. I just looked up the gift shop.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Oh shit!
Tasteless.
It looks like a Home Goods.
Oh no!
It's like this is Michael's during Halloween.
Just have some decorum.
Jesus Christ!
Just have some decorum.
Wow. Okay, sorry.
By the way, just one quick side note. So obviously, like King Louis was killed. He was the last. He was, by the way, the final king of France. It was it. Mm-hmm. That's it. He was the last one.
Yeah.
His wife. You know, like you ever heard the rants when they like let them have cake?
Yeah, she never said that.
Yeah. Well, she said something close to it. Actually, it still involved cake. Well, like they were essentially like people were rioting outside because now I didn't realize about the dead body thing. So the Professional Revolution I know a lot about because it's interesting, but these people were poor, hungry, and surrounded by their dead family members.
Yeah.
That were also already chopped up into smaller pieces.
Oh yeah. Now, mind you, I should have mentioned
And it
this at the
smelled
beginning.
bad.
Yeah, I should have mentioned this beginning. At first, this started outside, like just outside the city limits of Paris, and then it eventually the bodies washed in, and they just were like, "We need more cemeteries, so let's just, yeah." They just
the people of France were just having a bad fucking time.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out the dead body thing.
They were having a bad well, they figured out everything else. Like literally, they made a machine to kill people faster.
They were like, first, let's do mass graves, and they were like, you know what? We could probably do it faster if we cut them into pieces. And then they're like, you know what else we could do? Is we could probably set some of it on fire.
Yeah, there was actually another idea, I think, to build essentially what was a pyramid. And have the dead bodies inside of there.
Ooh.
But not like underground, but like stack them up inside of it.
Conspiracy theorists if there was a pyramid in France.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Someone was like, there was like an old, like, I don't know, 4chan post or something, and it was like a conspiracy theorist talking about like the Egypt pyramids and the China pyramids and the Mexico pyramids. They were like, coincidence? What does it mean? And someone was like, it means that that's a great way to stack rocks on top of each other and not have it fall down for a long time.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, the Paris Catacombs right now, if you were to buy a ticket, it's 243 steps downwards.
Okay.
They have an elevator, like an escalator.
They do not.
Wait for cave-in.
It's about 59 degrees down there, super fucking humid. You can get about an hour stay down there for €180, and from 180 to €110, depending if you get a group, duo, single pass, whatever you get.
Which is, we figured out, like around $200.
Yeah, a little shy of $200.
Yeah, a little bit. So that's the proper way to get into the catacombs. But there's a lot of improper ways to get into the catacombs.
Well, they keep having cave-ins, so I'm assuming there's a bunch of ways to get in there.
You can just walk around the corner. There's a big old hole and just jump down there.
Well, there's a manhole. It's like
there's manholes that lead directly down into it, and this goes down about fucking like 200 meters. The catacombs. So there's
so you probably don't want to just jump in there.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you don't want a Mission Impossible down there. What was that fucking Reddit comment we read? That dude was like, we should send Bear Grylls down there with a match.
With a single match.
So, of course, there is this whole underground society of people that, because if I lived in a city like that, like if there was fucking underground tunnels, like in Hammond, I'm in that motherfucker. I'm checking it out. Especially if I'm a teenager. Like
there's tunnels in the city.
Yeah, there's tunnels all over Chicago.
That is true.
Well, I mean, most of them are flooded now, but...
And I mean, you could go down there, but there's also a lot of homeless people just pissing all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I've smelled the inside of most of Chicago's L stations.
Yeah.
It's all pee.
Anyway.
Well, I guess if it was somewhere like I knew I had bones, but I could get down there, but there was restricted areas.
Like the ones in Chicago were the old... it was used for mining carts. To get coal into buildings, essentially, because the streets are too packed. Easier to move them through underground to heat buildings and shit like that. That's why, what was it, 2000 something that Chicago had flooded? Part of Chicago flooded because they were those like giant stakes, those giant wooden posts we have
around
like
late 90s.
Yeah, so like what they didn't realize was that there were tunnels in that part of the city, and they pierced one of them, causing the Chicago River to flood several buildings.
Awesome.
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Great job, guys. I know that there's also like just kind of like walking tunnels, like ways that you can get from.
Oh yeah, there are a few.
Yeah,
they're all abandoned
down
though.
there and stuff.
There used to be shops. I thought they abandoned those. Are those still around?
Yeah, I never heard of those.
No, I think it's still, there's like a, it's like a Quiznos down there.
It's just literally the 90s, the land before time. Oh, God. The land that time forgot.
It transports you back to like 2001.
Oh, jeez.
So,
pre 9/11. But things were still good.
Yeah, for real.
I got some interesting stuff that was found in the catacombs by a group that's called the Cataphiles.
That sounds so fucking illegal.
Awful. That sounds horrible.
Like, it sounds like they should be on like a list somewhere.
Yeah.
Like they have like instead of like a red dot on their house, it's like little cat sticker so that people don't have to let cats be around them.
Like, they're not allowed to volunteer at the shelter.
Like they're not allowed to have animals. No.
Yeah. The catacombs has so much lore about it that there was this group that formed to almost protect the catacombs. And there's a bunch of different groups. There's one group that I can't pronounce the name, but their sole purpose is to restore all the history that's down there. So if there's like a statue that got like graffitied over or something that's broken, they'll go down there and fix it, but they're not paid by anybody. Like the cops don't know because they go to spots that you're not supposed to go to, and they fix it up. The Cataphiles are basically a group of people that are the locals who know the catacombs well. They've traveled down there, and they are the people that you can, if like say you want to go to Paris and you want to travel the real catacombs, you would be able to find a guy.
Like you want to see some fucked up shit.
Yeah, and a guy.
Hey, you guys want to see a dead body? A lot of them.
I can help you, my friend.
You want to see a bunch of dead bodies?
I know the catacombs well. But unfortunately,
if you... cataphile.
I don't trust it.
I don't either.
Like, how do you meet up with this guy? Like, you just meet, he's in like a dark alley with his...
All I see is a cherry of a lit cigarette.
Yeah, smoking a cigarette.
Hey, you, American. Want to see some
You want to go to the catacombs?
Never been to the catacombs.
Scared? Was I scared when my mother tried to stab me with a clothes hanger when I was still in the womb?
Jesus.
Big brave American. What are you afraid of?
Would you like to buy some corpse wax?
We have a gift shop.
But unfortunately, if you found one of these guys, more than likely you were going to get robbed. He was going to take you to the catacombs and...
Cool, yeah.
Stupid American.
Bamboozled again. Jeez.
Fooled again.
Like, I just wanted to see some dead bodies.
Because more than likely, these guys would take you to the catacombs, threaten to leave you without your lights. They would take you deep in and be like, farewell.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Isn't Bon Voyage French?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage.
Bon nuit.
On
the weed.
You just see the cigarette disappear in the distance. Just consistently lighting a cigarette with another cigarette.
It's like a trail of croissant crumbs that you have to follow.
So you can actually find these cataphiles on all over fucking Reddit. Just like talking hell shit to people.
Of course, there's cataphiles on Reddit.
So don't if you ever go to fucking Paris and you want to visit, don't go showing up meeting this dude with a fucking Google Maps or fucking MapQuest and being like, I want to see the cataphiles.
MapQuest for our younger audience.
Yeah,
MapQuest is.
Oh God. So not only does the cataphiles have all types of knowledge about this, they have all these, some of them have these really cool fucking photos that are hard to find. I've only heard stories about them. But so during World War II, France had made bunkers in the catacombs. It could house about 70 people. It was fully stocked with, like a meeting room, had like a little dining area. They had a little bit of electricity that was powered by one of them fucking bicycles that you just... pedal and they get the lights going, which was...
They just had like rats doing it.
Yeah. This bunker was quickly taken over by the Germans.
Well, what's the French?
Yeah. Yeah, because once they found it, they were like, oh, this is perfect.
Like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my bad. Danke.
Yeah. So there was
Merci.
Couple photos of some cataphiles that found that bunker, and it had a bunch of old World War II stuff, some Nazi stuff in there.
I've seen those pictures, actually.
Yeah,
they're pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, Also, there's some really cool stories because, of course, the underground scene was throwing parties in this motherfucker.
Of course. Of course, there's someone throwing parties in the catacombs.
And this goes way back when to fucking King Louis and all them. Like the rich motherfuckers would go down there and they would have their little freaky deek parties down there. You know, whatever the fuck they did, who knows?
Boning on the bones.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bon away.
Yeah.
Ménage à trois.
Fucking French. Also, I'm pretty sure bon weed just means
just the one guy pedaling to keep the lights on while everyone's just fucking.
Just taking turns, man.
Yeah.
Ever get your dick sucked on a bike? Trying to.
They got to switch like every. Now we switch. Everybody changes. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of cigarette smoke.
It's all cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
Filled with fucking cigarette smoke.
I mean, what else is going to get rid of the smell of the bodies?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, God. So there's actually this really cool story about this rave that was caught by police.
A rave.
Yeah, a whole entire...
I would go to one in a heartbeat. I do that in a fucking heartbeat.
Catacombs rave.
So there's a movie I'm going to reference right here. It's God damn it, what is it called? American Werewolf in Paris. Have you guys ever seen that?
I actually have.
That was American Werewolf in London and American
Werewolf
in
Paris.
I've seen London. I don't think I've seen Paris.
So this was a newer one, kind of a spoof, a little bit of a comedy, but it is almost premise about werewolves and it kind of references the catacombs. But basically, these werewolves would like convince people to go to these raves and then they'd fucking kill them.
Oh my goodness.
You know? Yeah, really fucking cool.
Okay.
I was not sober when I saw that.
It's a really good movie.
It was okay.
It's like a 90s, like late 90s kind of.
Kind of campy.
Yeah, real campy, you know.
It's best seen not sober.
Okay.
Yeah, there's zombies in it. It's weird.
Noted.
Yeah, because never mind.
Yeah.
Carry on. Because it gets super fucking weird.
So this story goes, and this is all Reddit. They don't really give a year about it. So there was a train station in Paris that one of the major lights that would help conductors when they're going through kept losing power. They couldn't figure out why. They sent some electricians down there. The electricians found out that the power was being drawn from that source. And they were like, let's follow it.
They got to power their laser show, man. They got to power them strobe lights.
They follow they follow these fucking wires into the catacombs, and it leads them into this area that says it's under construction, do not enter. So the cops are like, no, it's not. And they keep going, you know, where they run into what they appear to hear dogs barking in the distance. And the cops are like, we got guns. We don't give a fuck. You know?
Dogs barking.
Don't care about no poodle. Onward. So they go for a little further, and they actually find they have this. It's like a box that plays. It was like a motion censored thing. So when the cops hit a certain point, this thing would go off, and it would play a recording of dogs barking.
Oh,
they go further
to freak people out.
Yeah, to scare people off.
Yeah.
They go further into the catacombs, and they found security surveillance.
It's just some guy going ruff. As
high as fuck on Molly.
Oh shit!
In a dog costume,
wearing a collar.
Because they had video cameras. They had a setup that the police eventually ran into. So this dude was probably watching the cameras, like, oh shit! Puts his costume on real quick.
Francois,
still walking.
Get the gimp. Release the gimp.
He comes out of a box, like fucking Pulp Fiction style.
It's your time to shine.
Just like we talked about. Good boy. So the cops eventually find this room that could fit about 400 people. They find a full dining room. They find a full service bar.
Damn.
They find electricity. The whole fucking 9 yards that you would imagine. So the cops are like, we got to get this shit out of here. Like, we're going to have to come back with like a crew because it was a lot of shit. A lot of equipment.
They're like, this looks like fun. We're going to have to come back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like, let's do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they show up tomorrow with a bunch of crew.
They still got their wristbands on from the night before.
So they actually did not go the night before because they came back and everything was gone.
Oh shit!
Well, you said it has surveillance equipment there, so
they had surveillance, and all they found was a note that said,
it
literally was like, "Catch me if you can."
Come here.
They probably left the cigarette butt.
It was like still burning.
I got it. The only French character I fucking like was in that the Assassin movie where he takes the little girl. He like takes her under his wing.
Oh, you're talking about Natalie Portman's first movie.
Yeah. I think it's called The Assassin. Maybe it's
it's called it's an amazing movie. Why can't I remember the name of it?
Really good movie.
It's an amazing movie. It's like one of the best movies from that era, actually. Wow. That just made me draw a complete blank. I can picture the cover.
I want to say it's called The Assassin. I'm really not sure. I don't know. Brandon,
I can't remember. Like I can't. I mean, recently wise, there is a show on Netflix called Lupin about Arsène Lupin.
Oh,
but it's actually it's infamous. The Gentleman Thief, very very famous character, especially in literature. But it follows the story of a modern day thief who's a big fan of Lupin's, and it's great. It's a great show. They came out with a new season recently. I just finished watching it, but it's weird because the American voiceover is so fucking bad. So I have to watch it. You got to watch it in French.
I love that
with subtitles.
I love shit like that so much.
You have to watch it in French with subtitles because it's that bad. But yeah, new season came out. It's really a show. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out
because I like the shows that make me think like, how did he pull that off? And then they like kind of break it down like, oh, he did this and then
That's kind of how holy shit, I fucked that
there
up.
you go.
Kind of how I fell into the yeah. I just passed out.
Well then.
Yeah. But that I fell into a fucking wormhole because I was like, how the fuck did the skulls get down there? And then like I found that out and I was like, okay, so why are they neatly stacked? Because that didn't explain that. And then I stumbled on that. And then it got even further because then you start to read about, if you go on YouTube, there's several videos of people who they make kind of spoof videos of like ghosts they seen down there, things like that. There's all types of graffiti and evil fucking writing. We've referenced this saying before. It was in the book Dante's Inferno.
The Professional, by the way.
The Professional. Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Outstanding movie.
Leon.
Yeah, it's called.
Leon.
I think it's Leon, and I think it's the Professional in. Yeah, Leon the Professional. Yeah, great movie. Great fucking movie.
Yeah,
94.
Movie.
94. Wow.
Yeah.
My back hurts now. Anyways.
So yeah, there's all kinds of videos online you guys should look up. There's one in particular that me and Brandy were kind of trying to find earlier of this really famous story. The guy's walking through the catacombs. Out of nowhere, he kind of starts running and picking up speed. Then he drops the camera, and you can hear him kind of running in the distance without the camera and the lights.
Yeah, the camera falls into like a puddle or something, and all you can see is the puddle, the light from the camera, and you can hear him just booking it away. Because
the problem is, like I said, with these parts you're not supposed to explore, the reason they're blocked off is because of the cave-ins. So there could be parts you go into where you're never going to find your way back out. Because it could cave in. You could be in a spot crawling through spots that are only 1.5 feet wide, 7 inches tall, and then you could just, you could cave into water because there's still water down there, from all the floods. There's probably some goddamn coarse wax somewhere fucking laying around.
It's like really easy to get lost in there. So that guy, he probably like just got disoriented and panicked and like freaked out and took off.
And that's another kind of like, because it has a lot of lore about it. Like I was talking, we referenced this phrase before. It's from the book Dante's Inferno when it says, lose all hope ye who enter. There's all kinds of cryptic shit written in the catacombs like that in French. All these different types of do not enter, please turn around. But then there's also arrows telling you to go places that will actually get you fucking lost.
That's awful.
That's about right.
It's just a fucking trap shoot of people fucking playing cat and mouse with each other.
It's like gift shop this way.
Bamboozled again.
And the cataphiles, these are allegedly supposed to be...
that fucking term, man.
Should I just call them the files?
Keep them away from the cats. That's all
right. Like, there's definitely something wrong. Yeah.
And these guys are allegedly supposed to be the people who like are to protect you from that, but more than likely these are the people who set up things for robberies, probably a lot of other crimes, murders, all different types of stuff that go on down there. It is also rumored to be one of the 8 entrances to hell. I don't know why there's 8 so far. What I looked up, there was 8
around the world.
Around the world, yeah. There's a couple in America, a couple in Israel, Afghanistan. There's a bunch of weird places that are just prone to death. Have a lot of weird.
Where's the one in America?
It's in Kansas, I believe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Kansas or Kentucky. I'm not sure, but there's another place that's like a cave system that's supposed to be another opening to hell, because of all, like I said, there's 6 million fucking bodies in there, 200 fucking miles of so many places, so many ways to fucking die.
Stoll, Kansas.
That is it. Yeah. Stoll, Kansas.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Write that down. We need to make an episode about that. Sounds
yeah, that would probably be a whole fucking thing right there.
Because this honestly looks creepy as fuck. It's like an old abandoned cemetery. And it's like they call it the gateway to hell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're going to write that down.
Completely makes sense for Kansas, honestly.
Kansas? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And aside from the lore about there being ghosts, goblins, French people, one
is more terrifying than the other.
You just find one and there's like a French mime. Just
oh, jeez.
Like, oh my God!
Scream bloody murder.
That's why he drops the camera.
Yeah.
Like one of those is like if you are in a impoverished country, one of those is really scary to you.
If you keep watching the film, you just see the mime like in front of the camera.
This is my nightmare. Have you guys ever seen the movie As Above, So Below?
I've heard of it, never watched it.
It's a really, really good horror movie they do in the catacombs. It's basically done in that POV footage of somebody holding a camera.
I love movies like that. I love found
so well.
footage movies. I love movies that have like a realism element to them.
You would like it a lot because he goes under with one of these cataphiles who takes him under, and the guy he gets lost and fucked up, and the guy gets stranded, and he finds like an underground society. It's all this crazy shit that's in there, and they reference a lot of the stuff that I kind of talked about today. So that's actually a really good movie to check. I think it's on Netflix. As Above, So Below.
Right on.
Yeah,
there you go. Now you have your weekend plans. That's good.
Yeah, it's definitely a good watch. Till this day, the Paris Catacombs, they get over 500,000 visitors a year. Sure. They make a fuckload of money off doing this. People come from all over the world. People steal skulls from there all over the fucking time. All the fucking time.
You would.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I know you would.
I would absolutely. Yeah, get me some fucking.
You would just like grab a knuckle bone off the.
Yeah, that's another thing that's weird down there. The artist that I talked about, the Nicolas Fouquet.
Yeah.
They also made a bunch of different rooms that weren't, like I said, he was making all these different structures. There was one room that I found that was really weird that was for deformed bones. So they would have whatever scoliosis, small people, whatever kind of odd stuff they would find. They had a whole room like dedicated to that.
That's fucked up.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The catacombs, also back then, I forgot to mention that when it was first opened from the mines, it was called the ossuary.
The ossuary.
The ossuary, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Much more lovely than
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah, and I think they had like another name for it. Like when Napoleon was doing it, it was called like the halls
caves.
of death or some shit like that. Like I don't fucking remember what it was, but it was like you didn't.
The Napoleon death caves.
Yeah, something real fucking dumb like that. But yeah, that's the catacombs in Paris. I think this is definitely like one of the bucket list things for me. I want to check out. You can book a ticket 7 days in advance.
Wow,
not bad.
Lovely.
Yeah, I've still had no desire to go to France, so I'm gonna leave that one to you. You take care of that trip.
I really always heard that Paris is overrated.
Well, yeah, I heard it smells. It's dirty. Yeah. People are dicks. There's all the things I don't want to deal with.
Constantly trying to pickpocket tourists.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I really don't have any desire to go to France. Everyone's like, oh, we don't want to go to America. Don't. Like, I'm not gonna go there. You don't come here. We're fine. Lay your ass over there.
Imagine if we do have any French listeners. They're just like, well, fuck you too, then.
This is horseshit.
That is fine. That is fine.
American.
You know what? They can be mad about it and just say that you're welcome, that you don't speak German.
Yeah, if you don't.
Yeah, thank my grandfather for that one. So.
Pretty much the only stipulations they have to not go in is if you have respiratory, cardiac, or problems, pregnant, sensitive individuals. So if you're a bitch, don't be coming to these motherfucking my catacombs.
Sensitive individual.
Yeah, that was a nice way of them saying that.
Yeah, according to this, we've had one listen in all of France. So
one listen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Sorry.
I'm not.
Yeah, why don't you prove us wrong on any things we've said about you?
Yeah. Write us in.
Yeah, send us an email.
Hey.
Artaste.
gmail.com.
Yeah, but that's catacombs. That was I fell down a fucking. I've looked into the catacombs years ago. It had a History Channel thing on it, and then once YouTube came out, it was
Yeah,
YouTube's good for that.
Yeah, down the hole.
Down the manhole.
Yeah. Oh. Out a man's hole.
You ever want to go inside a manhole?
That's fine. That's rude. That's where our G spot is.
God damn.
Anyways.
My mom says that all the time. She's like, that's horrible design philosophy.
Right? I could imagine, like, if we were in the alley, like, meeting the Frenchman to take us underground, and he's like, I will take you into the sacred catacombs. We will enter to the manhole. And then Brandy just, like, loses her fucking shit. He's like, stop laughing.
Is it serious? And I'm just like, you're a cataphile, right?
We just fucking bully him the whole fucking time.
He quits his job.
Like, Brandy is hilarious with no caffeine. This is great.
I'm just on one today. I'm sorry, guys.
Because you don't have caffeine. This is great. That's wonderful.
That's perfect. Yeah, this lined up perfectly.
Indeed.
Anyways,
we have something new for the end of the episode, so I'm gonna cue that up here in a second. By the way, thank you all for listening to this podcast. We do appreciate it. Of course, give us a like and a share with your friends and your family members that don't mind people saying the word fuck a lot. We do appreciate it. As always, though, your listenership has been wonderful. We're seeing some great numbers coming back. Give us a follow on social medias. We have that all listed on the Linktree, I believe. We have everything in there for that. So,
it's on Linktree. Our Patreon is on Linktree.
Yeah, we got to keep plugging that. I keep forgetting to do that. So when you guys get a chance, give that a check out too. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, we've got some extra content on there. We've got Aftertaste, which is our kind of after show.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And we also have an after song.
Yeah.
So enjoy
Hell yeah.
our outro song.
This is the rave at the fucking catacombs.
Bonjour.
Anyways, as always, we appreciate you all listening to us. Y'all be cool.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.